to represent object orientation, it doesn't use any keywords. Instead, it uses some brackets. This can reduce the code readability of Python. Now here's how we define a subclass and a superclass relationship. Here you can see the derived class name and the base class name and statements. This is the way to define a superclass subclass relationship between two classes in Python. One of the special features of Python is that it supports some types of multiple inheritance. But if we have multiple inheritance, can we say there's a parent-child relationship in a class? Now, here's how to represent multiple inheritance in Python. Here you can see the derived class name and the base classes and the statements. Now I will show you the coding example. And this is the code to show a superclass subclass relationship. Now here you can see class, my class, and it has an integer variable of 100, and it has also a method named a, and this class derived from my class is the subclass, and it's a subclass of my class, that means the above class, and it has a method of showing another string value called this is from the child class. Now let's compile it and see. Now first we have to assign it to an object. Derived from class, and here when we press Ctrl space, we can see all the methods and variables of all classes, including the parent class. Now let's take parent and child methods. See, this is from the superclass, and this method is from the subclass. This is how to show inheritance in Python. Now let me show you the multiple inheritance code. Now this is a sample code for Python's multiple inheritance. Now here there are 4 classes: my class 1, my class 2, my class 3, and my class 4, and this testing class inherits all 4 of them. Now let's compile the code. First we have to create an object of the testing class, and here if we check, we'll be able to see all methods of all the classes displayed here. Now let's check out the A method, and this comes from the first class, which is my class 1. And let's check another method. This is from my class 2. When object X is searching for a method, it will first look in my class 1, and then search in my class 2, and then search in my class 3, and then go to my class 4. Now let's see if it's correct. Let's change my class code to A, and let's change my class 4's method to A as well, and then let's interchange these two values, 4 and 1. Let's save the code. Let's first erase this and let's run the code. Now let's create an object of the test class. Testing class X. Let's take the A method. Here you will be able to see that it's coming from the 4th class, which is my class 4, and it's not from the first one, because when an object is searching for a method, it follows the order given in the multiple inheritance definition. and that's the multiple inheritance in Python. And now let's talk about polymorphism. Polymorphism is one of the most powerful features in object-oriented programming. Now, of course, Python supports object-oriented programming, so it supports polymorphism. Now, what polymorphism means is that one function can take many forms, or same thing is doing different things. Now, let's go for a coding example. And now let's see a polymorphism coding example. Now, this code was taken from the Wikipedia, and I will explain it to you. Now here this class animal has a method called talk, and there are other classes called cat and dog. They inherit the class animal and they use the same method, but according to the class the output can change. That means they are using the same method in different classes, but the output is changing. Now this is an array and this is a for each loop, and according to the method all the values are printed. And this is how polymorphism works in Python. Here you can see the same method is reused in the code. Now let's run the code and see. Run module, and here you can see different outputs according to different class displayed in the console. These are the parts I wanted to talk about Python, and others will continue with other languages such as Ruby, PHP and Smalltalk.